today. It's Monday. I'm actually really excited for Monday because I'm very much looking forward to seeing you guys and hearing your voices a whole lot more this week. So let's go over what the plan is for today and a little review over our online learning over the week. To begin with, I made a schedule for you like I've done last week. And I wanted to share today that one student did share with me the schedule that she does at home. It's Jacqueline and her dad Ed are really fabulous, and thank you so much for sharing that they make a schedule like this, but Jacqueline gets to give herself a sticker each time she completes one of the activities on the daily learning plan. How smart is that? So you can too. If a check is not enough reward for you, give yourself a sticker, so that you know when you complete each assignment. Sound good? Great. Let's get going. So, in independent reading this week, again, you read for 30 minutes every single day. But in addition to that, we're going to be talking about taking kindness to heart. Today, I want you to look at the books that you've been reading and notice a character that you think is kind. Think about the characters in all of your books. Which one really stands out to you as someone who is kind? And what does kindness mean to you? Later this week, we are going to have Taking Kindness to Heart Flipgrid, and you will tell about those characters on the Flipgrid. But today, all you have to do is look at the books that you've been reading and think about which character really shows that they are a kind person or thing or animal. Okay, kind. So then we have Poets Workshop. I'm going to give myself a check so I know that I've covered my bases. So in Poets Workshop, we are going to be focusing in, zeroing in on your verbs and how specific choice of verbs really impacts the meaning and the mental image that you're creating for your audience. So you're going to go back and you're going to look at the poems that you've written and highlight or underline those verbs and think about what would be the best verb to describe that action. You might remember that we created a chart a long time ago that said is dead. We came up with over 100 different ways of saying someone said something without using the word said. We used more descriptive verbs to describe the way a person was feeling, the way they said it. Was it a loud spoken utterance or was it a whisper? So was it said with anger? Was it said in fear? So today we're going to talk about specific verbs in our poems. Patterns of power. Today we will discuss subject and verb agreement, and they must agree. And after 3 activities, I'm telling you, you guys need to take a break. Go to recess, go play outside, have a snack, okay? Take a movement break. What I also put in here was a read aloud, as well as check out the new Flipgrids. So I will speak to you a little bit about the Flipgrids later. After your break, get right to it with Zurn Math, Lesson 14. And again, don't forget to practice your facts. Don't forget to practice your facts, all right? At least 15 minutes a day. After math, we will move on to Inquiry Workshop. And today you are going to learn about forest ecology. Okay? And lastly, before the next break, we have gym. So here we go. Run, jump, sing. Did you know that singing could be a break? Listening to music is a release, but also singing and having fun. So take your break. Breaks are super important. If you haven't yet listened to the read aloud, we're starting a new book tomorrow. I can't wait for you to find out which one. Make sure you get to your read aloud. So that could be something that you take a break and listen to the read aloud. Lastly, I'm very excited to touch on this mindfulness piece. We are talking about positive self-talk. Now, do you guys all remember how we did that finger tapping and we repeated phrases that said positive things like, I can do this, I can do this. Now you could say it out loud, you could whisper it, or you could say it in your heads and just finger tap. but this is a way of reassuring yourself and speaking in a positive way to yourself. You could also come up with all sorts of different positive self-talk and do it with finger tapping. Sound good? Great. Now, lastly, I have 3 different clouds here to speak about. Here is our online life together. This week, I have scheduled 2 different morning meetings. You heard me right. Did I say morning meetings? I did say morning meetings. I want you to have an opportunity to get together as a whole class. But there are 2 important rules, and I cannot emphasize this enough. These are non-negotiables. The first rule is you must put yourself on mute if it's not your turn to speak. I will say that one more time because I often have to mute kids and I don't want to spend my time doing that. We only have a short amount of time together, so let's use it wisely. You must keep yourself on mute unless I call on you. That's as simple as it gets. The second rule is that we cannot use the chat option any longer on our Google Hangouts meets as kids. So that is forbidden. You may not use the chat feature and other than saying goodbye at the very end of our meeting. You got it? 2 simple rules, mute and no chat. Thumbs up? Great. So we will have 2 meetings. There's one meeting today. Let me look at my calendar. At 10:30 to 11, I will be welcoming you all. I'm going to go over a few things for the week and have a pin drop moment and just have a moment where we all can just see each other and start our week together. Flipgrid. So I got very creative myself with the Flipgrids, and I've created 3 Flipgrids beginning this week. One of the Flipgrids is the one that I mentioned, Taking Kindness to Heart. That one will not be active until Wednesday. You got me? That one will not be active until Wednesday. You're going to learn more about that each day. The other 2 Flipgrids one is a joke challenge. So you will go onto the Flipgrid and you will share your joke and it will not become active. You will not be able to see it until I make it active. So Miss Salmon will see all the kids' jokes. I will choose one winner each day and then I will share it during our daily learning plan video. And then I will make it active so you guys can listen to your friends' jokes over and over and over again, because I know you love to repeat your jokes, okay? So we have the joke challenge, we have Taking Kindness to Heart, and lastly, I made a Flipgrid for your parents. I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if we could continue our mystery reader? Now, it's a mystery reader with a twist. Your parent, your grandparents, your relatives, someone who's related to you, a child in 3JS, will be invited to either record a story, a favorite story from a book, or even better, tell a story, a true story about their lives. Do you remember listening to my father tell you stories about how his family immigrated to the United States through Ellis Island? Wouldn't it be great to hear the stories about your family's lives? And each Friday, I will reveal a new mystery special guest reader / storyteller. Now, if I get a lot of responses from your families, I'll share more than one a week. But if I only get a few, I'll share one a week. I'll let you know how that goes. Lastly, each of you have been placed into either Group A, Group B, or Group C. And all 3 groups are going to meet with me 2 times this week. You got it, 2 times. So we have 2 meetings, the whole class, and you will have 2 poetry circles. And for each poetry circle, I would like you to bring a poem that you've worked on, maybe one that you've revised, one that you have not shared yet. And I'd like you to share it with us during our poetry circle. And that is all I have to share with you today. I look forward to a fantastic day. I'll see you at our morning meeting. Goodbye, 3JS.